Alright, everybody, we've made it to the final stage, stage 5 of the Monaco Grand Prix 2021. So, as usual, the final stage, there are going to be 5 goals to complete. And we'll be starting with the first one, that is, we have to finish each lap under minute 5 seconds and come in at least P5. Alright, and we're starting in P7 by the marina, by the waterfront. Alright, and we're gonna chase down Alonso real quick and give him a little spin. Easy overtake there. And now we gotta chase down Lando. Alright, so minute 5 a lap isn't too bad considering my previous laps here during this challenge. So should be doable. But this what do you call that? Afternoon rendering, where the shadow casting on the track is just slightly different pattern. It's not like completely different, it's slightly different. So if you all were kind of relying on the shadows to kind of give you a braking zone, that might throw you off. I mean, even when you don't do that, it still throws you off. At least, for me, like visually, it is a little confusing. Generally, late on the braking. Like right there, missed that overtake. I made the overtake, and then I had to let Lando go, and this is gonna be okay. Minute 4, a little closer than I would like, because I should be able to complete a lap here. What, maybe without any, like wearing tires or anything like that, or worn tires, or engine temperature or anything like that. I should be able to wrap it up around minute 2, I think. I feel like that's what I feel like I've been able to do. Now I should be able to overtake before this lap is over. Okay, make sure I don't miss the braking. There we go. That's a good overtaking spot, since bots do tend to kind of mess up that corner. Actually, who are we kidding? Bots do mess up a lot of the corners. And apparently, I'm not immune from that either. So just, don't get too overzealous. You will have plenty of time, as you can see. That was like, I think I finished around the minute. 2 minute 24 for the total time. Yeah, as I've been complaining throughout, the payout isn't that great, pretty dismal payout, both in terms of fame for myself, driver XP, or the motorsport dollar rewards. It's pretty dismal, but what are you gonna do? Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, a minute and change for that second lap. So yeah, if you don't mess up too much, I probably could have done that second lap better as well, because heading into that main straight to start the second lap, I kind of bumped into that corner, so anyway, goal 2, it's an average speed challenge. Target speed of 115 miles per hour or 185 kilometers per hour, and we need to make I guess at least one overtake, since we're starting in P5 this time, and we need to finish P4. Alright, so average speed, kind of, just variation on a theme as the last goal, right? Because obviously if you're running slow, then, well, your average speed will be lower and your lap time will be slower as well. So this time we gotta overtake Valtteri, so that's fine. And let's not miss these braking points. Right, there we go. Gonna be another 2 laps. Don't worry too much about the average speed dropping down on the sort of the curvy section of the track, since you will be able to reclaim that back on these straights. Alright, and we are gaining on Valkyrie, and we are able to make that overtake before the lap is over. Alright, and that is better. Heading right back to the starting line for lap 2. Alright, there we go. This is looking promising. Is there P3 in the picture? Possibly. Let's see. But that is obviously not the goal here. We don't need to climb up that high. But... and I don't know if yeah, that may not happen. Saints might just be too far up ahead for me to make an overtake, at least not in this challenge. Yeah, he might be just out of my reach in this goal. But the important thing is my average speed is pretty safe. I got a decent amount of buffer. That, oh yeah, closer to 190 when I will be finishing, actually slightly over 190 kph, so right on. Finishing in P4, 2 minutes 17 seconds. And yeah, not finishing in first throughout these goals certainly does not help the fact that the payout is even more diminished. So, oh well. Well, the good thing is, if you are the type of racer who's concerned about, you know, the race earning while you are trying to take advantage of the 3-hour instant service going over 250,000 motorsport dollar daily cap, then, well, from this event, you don't have to worry about that. You're gonna be far away from 250,000 motorsport dollar cap, even if you decide to run this whole event all in one go. So, alright, up next, goal 3, we got a tailgate, huh? So it's not necessarily drafting, and we also need to make an overtake. Alright, so a minute, that's almost a full lap, isn't it? And we got 2 laps to do it, so alright, let's see. As I said, it's not drafting, we just need to stay close behind P3. So we're gonna have to kind of try to match and anticipate the P3's braking zone. Make sure we don't mess that up. Ah, that's painful. This uphill here is would be one of the more important spot to build up that tailgating time. So I lost a decent amount of track where I can pull that off now. This is gonna be... ooh, I need, what, another like 43 seconds or so? And I lost all that part of the circuit that I feel like I needed to take advantage of. Obviously, next lap, I do have to make an overtake before the end, since I need to finish P3. Alright, so, alright. Whoa, that's not good either. What in the world are you doing? Why? You got caught in the corner. Alright, well, yeah, I need to be behind, not in front. Alright. Oh, I guess it's just a single lap. Never mind. You know what? Alright, so you cannot do that. You have to stay right behind. There isn't all that much space for error. So pretty much you cannot lose him around corners. Any corners, as it seems. So, alright, time to get serious here. Alright. Alright, take 2, here we go. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, that's not the most solid of starts. That's alright. Okay. It would be nice if I can get a little bit closer down this section earlier. Alright. At least we did catch up. And we're gonna have to try to give him a little nudge, slow him down. But is it gonna be enough? Alright. And this corner, we gotta make sure we stay behind. There we go, that's better. So we're continuing to build up our tailgating time. And this is much more promising. There we go. Yeah, this is what you need. You need to constantly be building up your... Whoa, that's not good though. I cannot lose him here. Oh, I still got some 17 more seconds. And losing him down one of the most important sections. Would it hurt me? I guess we'll find out. This is going to be close. Oh, messy. Lost him again. And just enough. And I'll give him a spin, so... This challenge is a bit tricky, isn't it? I think this might be a challenge that might give some of you guys a bit of trouble if you're not used to this circuit. Certainly got me a little bit more tense. I mean, really, you just need to pull a clean lap, with the caveat that you cannot just go ahead and overtake P3, before you have done sufficient amount of tailgating. But yeah, that was a little trickier. But anyway, it's behind us, so that's all good. Let's continue on. Now the next goal, we gotta hit the top speed, 170 miles per hour, or I think it said what is it? Okay, 273.6 kph, 6 times, and just maintain. I think we're starting in P3, so yeah, we just need to maintain the rank here for this. What is it? 3 laps then? Oh no, 2 laps. Right, 64 and 65. All right. Alright, so we got one in. We got 2 instances in up the hill. Whoa, a bit messy, but as long as I don't lose my rank, should be alright. So, up that hill is one of the straights that you can build up that tailgating, top speed. And then this tunnel section would be the other one where looks like I should be able to get 2 in, 1. But I don't want to lose. I have another lap, so how about down this straight? Can we do it? The corners are just on the spot where you need to really push. So, all right. So that back last bit of straight, you cannot do it. But how about the main straight? I feel like this should be long enough. Right, there we go. And then uphill, we should be able to get another one here. 250 and 260, and there we go. Alright, so yeah. And then tunnel would be the last one. Ugh. Man. Stay focused. Can't lose our rank. Alright, I think we got this one. And now I don't have to do anything. Well, I guess you don't really need to slow down. You can go just flat out. Yeah. Don't worry about, we will have enough, basically, we'll get 6 instances of being able to hit that top speed without doing some goofy things like slowing down after you hit the target speed and re-accelerating to hit that speed multiple instances on a single straight. So, yeah. That was, yeah, that's fine. You can just race your normal race. It's all good. So, down the pit straight is of course first instance, up the hill is the second instance, and through the tunnel is a third instance, and you get 2 laps to do it. So times 2, that's 3 instances that you can hit the top speed that's required, and multiply that by 2 laps, you have 6 instances that you can pull it off. So you just don't have room for any mistakes on that part. So alright, not bad. And that of course takes us to the final challenge. Alright, I assume we just need to win. I mean, what is there to do, right? Alright, so final one, yeah, just overtake for the win. And we got 2 laps to do it. Of course, PR requirement 129.3. We are 0.1 PR higher than what's required, but that's A-OK. Alright. So, starting in P3, we got P2 in sight. So, let's see if we can overtake Perez in the first corner. Yep, or before I guess, the beginning of the lap 77. Or, yeah. Right, and there we go. Pretty conservative line for the first corner. And is it Esteban we're chasing down? Alright, don't get too overzealous with the gas. Yeah, I feel like with this afternoon rendering, you just have to brake a little bit earlier. At least that's my strategy. And exiting tunnel. That's what happens when you don't brake early enough. You might feel like you can make the corners, but the tail end weight where you need to be, you know, coming out accelerating, you're still slowing down. You're still braking, so it's kind of a compounding effect, right? Because not only are you slow restarting on the next section, but you're still slowing down, so you're starting from a slower speed. So, alright. And, well, we need to make our final overtake. I mean, it's straight up race, so should be able to chase him down, but this might come down to the final bit of this race. Alright. Is there enough track? I may have just made enough mistakes to make this from happening. Oh no. Yeah, that's not helping. I guess a little too messy. Alright, so just because it's a final goal does not mean you can just kind of lollygag and, you know, try to get away with making those, even if those are minor mistakes. If there's enough of them, and if you're not being aggressive enough, I guess you do need to push a little bit harder. Alright, fine. We'll do. We'll pick up a few more motorsport dollar rewards and some XP, but that's not what we're here to do. Look at that. Alright. So we're off by about a second, maybe 1.2 second behind. So alright, time to get a bit more serious. Alright, so overtaking Perez, still not a challenge. Or maybe it is. Gee, this is not looking... this is looking worse than the last one. I don't know. Should I even bother? Well, let's see. This forces me to push a little bit more aggressive at the beginning. But maybe that's what I needed. I don't know. Maybe I just needed a little bit of a kick in the butt. This is not looking very promising. But we'll suffer through. See if there's any hope in this attempt. I don't know. I guess it all depends how much further ahead Ocon is ahead of Perez here. I should be able to make a overtake barely. But hey, you know what? Overtake is an overtake. It's all good. And now let's see. And we just make this final lap coming up ahead to be super tight that we can pull it off. So far the scenario is looking about the same, a little bit more aggressive, heading up the hill, and alright, maybe there is more hope in this race than I had initially anticipated, considering how lackluster my start of this attempt was. And I'm definitely closer to Ocon in this attempt than my last one. So okay, so you just, I guess, if you mess up the first lap, as long as you get your second lap in, well, first lap you don't want to fall too far behind, you still need to make a first overtake. Then I guess P2 and P1, they are not too far separated. So as long as you can, you know, post a solid lap once, ideally in the second one, you should be able to pull it off. So not the best of the race here, but when it counted, I did manage to pull it off. So alright, whopping 13,000 motorsport dollars for the 2 laps, the final 2 laps in victory. Minute 1. Okay, so yeah, you know, still wasn't the best. But hey, it came through when it counted, as I was saying. Alright, so that does it for this event. And it's time to claim our grand prize. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the event, I've already owned, I took advantage of like racer rewards. Got 40% off and bought all 2021 season cars because I was thinking that the season was over. But what do you know? So I'm missing out on winning the cars, but gained some extra victory points, got some extra motorsport dollars, so that's all good. 7,800 victory points in total, 50 gold in total, and 250,000 motorsport dollars. Yeah, pretty dismal winning in that department, but yeah, back to farming again, right? So all right, excellent indeed. So expensive event, I do enjoy racing at Monaco. I just don't get around to do it as much because it just takes so much effort, and payout is just so low. That's the killer part. So anywho, with that first special event concluded, and while we wait for the next event to unlock, let's check out how far that takes us. We got one first week's weekly time trial in, and we got first event done. That gets us to the, I guess, that 83, or we're up to 88,000 points, but yeah, so 83,000, 8,300. We are at 8,800, and 8,300, the motorsport dollar earning, is the last goal that we are able to claim so far. So all right, so we got some instant service, we got a gold reward, right? So all right, so that's a solid start. So we'll continue on with the next event when it unlocks, so stay tuned for that, and good luck with you, and thanks for watching. Take care.